Hello and welcome to Lil Worldshakers Live. I am Mrs. Abby, your host, Director of Lil Worldshaker Ministries here at Congregation.Family. I am so excited you have all joined me today. It's going to be an amazing time together. I want to give a special welcome to all of you who have joined us for the first time. Here's how it goes. You stay online, you watch the message with me. You can chat below, let me know what you're thinking. I want to know your thoughts on the character, on the message, and I will be in the comment section chatting with you guys. Now, for you new people, stay till the end of the message. At the end of the message, I will provide a Zoom link in the comment section where you can click and jump right over to our Zoom after party. It's a surprise. You don't know what's coming today. But just stick with me till the end, and then we'll jump over. Now, you ready?
Today we're going to discuss light. I want you guys to think about the brightest light you can imagine right now. The Lord is my light. Jehovah Ori. O-R-I. Say it with me. Ori. O-R-I. Okay, today's memory verse is found in the book of Psalm 119, verse 105. The word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. All right, our story is going to begin in the 1 Kings chapter 3 and 4. Are you ready? Here we go.
We're going to learn about a man named Solomon. Solomon was the next chosen king by God. God chose Solomon because he was David's son. He was the next in line. Remember, David was the young shepherd we learned about last week who was just taking care of sheep when God called on him as a young man to be a king. Now his son Solomon was being called to be king. And just like King David, King Solomon was young when he was getting started. One day, King Solomon was worshiping God. He was getting tired, it was getting late, and he fell asleep. When he fell asleep, he started to have a dream.
Ask me for whatever you want, young Solomon, and I will give it to you.
You mean anything? Wait up. Did you catch that? God was telling Solomon in a dream that he could have anything he asked for. What would you ask for? A new puppy? A big TV for your room? A mansion? Ooh, maybe a sports car. Even though you can't drive yet, but you could be driven in it. Well, Solomon was different. He was cool. Solomon thought about the question and he was like, what do I want? Do I want to live a long, full life? Do I want to be rich? Maybe I want to be famous. Or maybe I could ask God for wisdom. Solomon, this is why he was cool. Here's what he asked God for.
I will give you wisdom, and I will give you what you have not asked for, riches and honor. And if you obey me all the days of your life, I will give you long life too.
Wow. Solomon asked God for wisdom, and God was impressed with what Solomon asked. God was expecting maybe he'll ask for riches or to be famous, but Solomon wanted wisdom. He was a new king. He wanted to be the best king to God's people. And by having wisdom, he would know what was right, what was the right thing to do. When God gives him wisdom, he can lead people in the right direction. He can be a phenomenal leader. So God promised Solomon that he would give him wisdom, but because he asked for wisdom, he was going to also give Solomon things he didn't ask for. He was going to make him a rich man. He was going to let him live a long life. And God kept his promise. Solomon was loved by all the people that he ruled. He helped them solve their problems. He gave them answers. Solomon wrote many proverbs that we read in the Bible today. Solomon wrote many songs to God. He was a rich and full man. He lived a good life. Wisdom was probably the best thing he could have asked for. He studied God's creation. He learned about trees. He learned about plants and animals. He wanted to find out as much as he could so he can be the best helper to God's people. And he was. People came from all over to this area to see Solomon, to get help from Solomon, and people honored Solomon. Honor is an ultimate respect. They respected Solomon. They trusted that what he gave them was the right information, and it was. It was helpful. He helped a lot of people. I don't know about you, but I think this story was awesome. I want to be like Solomon when I grow up. And even right now, I think it's cool to have wisdom. I think it's cool to know the right thing to do, even when the situation around us doesn't give us answers. I think it's cool that Solomon asked God for wisdom, something that God could give him in any moment to know what to do. Maybe you're the leader in your home of a younger sibling. Maybe you're the leader of a sports team. Whatever it is that you do in your life and the different positions you have, you can ask God for wisdom, and He can help you to lead the way. Now, think about what life would be like without light. Anything. Man, I need some light. I can't see anything. How am I going to get over there? I can't see anything. Oh, yes. I found a candle. This will help me see. Have you ever experienced the power going out and all the lights shut off in your home? I have. What's the first thing you do? You look for a candle or a flashlight. As soon as you get a flashlight or a candle, you can see again. It's not as great as the normal light, but it helps you to see. Just like light in a dark room shows us the way, wisdom shows us which way to go when we don't know. We can ask God for wisdom just like Solomon did. We learned today that God is our light. He's our light by the words He tells us in the Bible. We can look to God and ask Him and pray to Him and ask Him to give us wisdom in the positions that we're called to be in. Solomon was called to be a king and he was young. He knew in order to be a great king, he would need wisdom. We too will need wisdom all throughout our life. Let's be like Solomon. Let's ask God for wisdom so we know which way to go. Remember this, that God is your light. You little world shakers have wisdom. You all can be wise like Solomon. Keep shaking up the world, one step at a time. All right, follow me into this Zoom after party.
Hello, it's Tim Storey. I hope you enjoyed the service. If so, subscribe. If not, still subscribe. It's good.